Instance number 1, I am going to use the tidal wave here to create kind of a decent slap tone. Let's see how much gain I got. Here we go. So I'm just going to make something up. And then with the tidal wave, I'm going to add some presence on this because it'll really bring out the pop. Let's bring up the blend a little bit and see if we can pop it out some more. So the more the blend is turned up, the more you get sort of like it's kind of a scooped EQ. It's a little more complicated than just saying scooped. Let me show you what. Halfway. And then all the way down. When I think scooped, I think of basically carving out like all the mid-range, and that's not what this does here. It's like a specific mid-range that it is sculpting, but it's also shaping a lot of other frequencies. It's really interesting. I like to have it somewhere in the neighborhood of here, or like 75% of the way up. A lot of presence would equal that. So the presence knob gives you sort of like a gainy treble, whereas the treble here is just like a straight high end. It's pretty interesting dichotomy there. I really like that. This presence knob is where it's at if you want to get a little bit aggressive with the tone. Speaking of which, let's see what we can do as far as getting an aggressive tone without being way over the top. So I think this is pretty easy. Let's go with blend in the middle, give it a whole bunch of presence and a little bit more drive. Pretty good. It's definitely not the modern standard. It doesn't sound like a dark glass is what I'm getting at. Now you could take this a little bit further. Let me see what I can do. So just in case, that's all the presence, a lot more drive, good bit more blend. And then of course the complete modern package would be to do that with a pick. Let's try something interesting. Sounds really good to me just by maxing the presence and not going too high with the drive. When you go really, really high with the drive, you get sort of a farty, clipping amp sound that I don't find pleasant at all. But the presence is where it's at here. Like, check this out. I didn't know until just now today how good that presence knob is. That's amazing. A bass that no longer has the bridge pickup connected. We're working with just the neck pickup here, which is a P, split P, but it's a Nordstrand power blade. So it's ceramic and hot. But we're going to go with something a little warmer. So let's dial back the presence. And this back a little bit. We're going to leave the drive about here. I don't want to go too far down with the drive, but I only want it to distort slightly. So this sounds like this clean. Having the switch for different mid-range is really cool because I find with 500 hertz, that's really something that you probably want to pull out. Whereas 1000 hertz is something you may want to add, which is this down. A bass with flatwound strings. I'm going to try to do something a little bit more warm.